Alright, welcome back to the stream. This is Kermit the Streamer doing some more quick draft. We've got our double Ertha Joe deck here. It's got a kind of a mercenary theme and maybe a little bit of a double spell theme. We've got a fair amount of Oblivion Ring style effects and some Crime Pays stuff, but mostly we're just trying to get to the board quickly. I do want to check to see. Oh yeah, Farmer Posse doesn't give you haste or anything, so it's not a windmill slam like I thought it might be, and it's not the answer to like a stalled long game. But yeah, we basically try to do our thing. We've got 2 copies of Driver Grizzly to try and punch through some extra trample damage with murked up targets. But yeah, Ertha Joe is definitely kind of a key piece to make this deck actually fire. But getting to ramp with hardstyle Hard Bristle Bandit actually also does quite a number of good things for us too. A pretty simple, straightforward deck. It's just kind of assertive, does its thing hopefully. It is a little weak that it's in the 3 colors, but it does have good desert support to make it work. Could have better, but yeah, this is a fine opening hand. We don't have red, which is sad, but this is a go. Ella Medic, great card. Yeah, I think I go ahead and. This is tough. I think I go ahead and play the Brimstone Roundup because the way this looks, I'm going to be casting something every turn. Well, but I'm not going to be casting 2 somethings every turn, so I'm going to just wait. At least if I wait, I get 1 mercenary out of it at some point in the game. If I just cast it now, with this being the way that it is, I never get a mercenary out of it. So we'll make our Driver Grizzly. That keeps the Outlaw Medic from being able to widen the gap here. Theoretically, at least. I mean, a good trick on this thing. Well, it's my Driver Grizzly if we get into combat. And that's exactly why if he attacks with just the medic, I believe we just let him free roll it. Okay. Now we can attack with our guy. We could also... no. We'll go ahead and let him kill us on defense. He wants to kill us on defense. And then we make our Prosperity take go. So now this next turn would probably be the good turn to go ahead and just plot the Brimstone Roundup. That way we can first spell it and then make the Iron Fist Pulverizer, or the other way around really, because the 2 damage might actually be more valuable than the extra mercenary. Could be wrong about that. Probably am wrong about that. Fell the Mighty. Oh, wait, what the heck? Oh, okay, so he targeted anything that was greater power than 1. So that was pretty good. Nothing wrong with that play. What do we do here? This is right. One of the reasons why Outlaw Medic is so good here is because, I mean, he's gotten a 3-point life swing from it. We can make 2 spells. We can make 2 spells. We can make 2 spells. So I think we go ahead and do this. Just make things happen. He should be toe-to-toeing us on the board here. He's got access to 5 mana, 6 mana. This would be a great time for like a cackling rotworm. Ooh, Dance of Tumbleweeds, fantastic. 6 is the magic number where Dance of Tumbleweeds gets powered up. So now it's a 7/7 elemental. Yep, there we go. But great kind of target for Mystical Tether. And then we just end phase tap whatever he plays. So if he, even if he kills the Mystical Tether, he's not getting anything back because there's nothing hiding out under there. Don't even see how that's useful to you. At least not yet. Huh. Let's just take that damage. He wants us to attack here. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. There's an untap effect. I forget what it is. Is it in this block though? Well, since we want to spend all our mana, we're gonna find out. Okay, it doesn't have that. More than likely, he's just looking to make another creature that allows him to draw a card next turn, like a Cactarantula or something. But I think we can handle a board that has a Cactarantula on it. Famous last words. Oh, he just doesn't have anything really. We want our Cactarantula in play, yes. Oh, yes, we do. Let's see. This is an instant, right? Yep. We can't play two spells, so I think we just play our biggest thing. Not even going to bother with an attack here. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Now once we've got Explosive Derailment on tap, we can attack with that. In play, so we can attack with the Cactarantula and Pulverizer, I think, with when we've got this on backup. But I think we'll probably just go with only the Cactarantula. Thunder Lasso is neat. We make 3 extra mercenaries. Let's just try this. Send in that Cactarantula, see what he does. It's fair. I think we let that go. We'll make Helicourser. That's going to be real good for us. We get to tap down whatever thing he makes with the Keykeeper. And then we're probably going to get to draw a card from this. And when he double blocks, we can kill one with Derailment, I think. I think that's how we play it. Assuming that we get to do that. He's got a lot of mana over there, and just a lot of colors. Too many colors, really, if you ask me. Okay. Tap that guy down. This board looks good for us, but I'm expecting some interaction that's not pleasant from our opponent. I was trying to think about whether or not I should go ahead and use this mercenary. I think I like him as a jump blocker against any potential stupidity from the other side. And by that I don't mean bad play, I mean weird top deck that I can't possibly predict. Although I have to say this deck hasn't, my opponent's deck hasn't done what it seems to be wanting to do yet. This is nice here. When he goes for the trick, I can just derail out from under him. And the nice thing about that is I can go ahead and pay the full cost here and get rid of that Thunder Lasso too. Yeah, that's fine. I think this will also fizzle the Reach for the Skies effect. So I think it may even steal his card from him too, which, I mean, that's the thing that you actually kind of weirdly enough pay Reach for the Sky for. He does get the card from the medic still. Ooh, that's nice. He's still going to lose the medic though. Oh, but he's going to get 2 cards for it, so not bad. Not bad there. Could have been better, could have also been worse. I definitely think he did well. And I also did well by getting to do this next turn. But losing the Healer Courser means that he can take this board away from me for sure. We got 6 mana, which is the magic number against the Tumbleweeds, so we're going to do that. We'll go get a Desert. And we'll go get a Giant Elemental. And yeah, 6 is a good number. We'll go ahead and attack with the Pulverizer. It kills 2 things if he does team block. Just kind of would have sucked if it had been these 2 medics, because he definitely would have gotten to something good. But taking 6 damage there is actually really good for our cause. Make your own luck, fantastic card. Ooh, Bounding Felidar is one of the things that can take this board back. Big guy. No trample hurts here. He can just kind of double block, draw some cards. Jump block too, no less. Bounding Felidar is a great card for him to have on his table. The only problem is I do think that Sterling Keykeeper beats it. And especially here. Rattling Possum is not actually that useful for us, but I think making 4 mercenaries kind of puts the nail in the coffin here. I get 4 because it brings it around up, that's why. And oh wow, if only we had a way to get trample here. So we're gonna basically make, yeah, we've got the game. We would make Ertha Joe tap down whatever his biggest defender was, and then just like make a giant army of huge mercenaries. Alright, we're still doing good. We got 4 wins. And now it's downhill from here. Let's see. Okay, this hand plays pretty well. We gotta get to 5. Do that guy first. Deserts. Yeah, we gotta deal with that. Let's get rid of that. Again, this is a weird thing because this is one of those cards that's better when you're playing the black-green version, but I still think it's a fine card. It's one of the best mounts for an aggressive green X deck, I think. The fact of the matter is, it's probably going to be attacking for 1 bigger every turn after the turn that you cast it, so. So I don't like taking a smack for 4 here, but I think there's no reason we have to. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So we'll go ahead and make the Rambling Possum here. He probably attacks us. If we get another land, we just play the Iron Fist, Pulverizer, attack for 3. Assuming that there's not something they can trade. If we don't, though, we can make the Deputy, and can we saddle? I forgot. Yeah, we can saddle right away. So we can make the Silver Deputy, saddle up, get our land, you know, and then get this back, get another land. Wow. Although it does put it on the top, which makes it a little bit less effective. Okay, so that we got the thing that makes the decision hard. I think we'll just make the Pulverizer. Not easy for him to attack into it. And we don't want to offer the trade for these guys. He got a card for this one. So that makes it just like immediately kind of less valuable in a weird way. Oh man. Yeesh. We're not miserable here. Gonna get to cast this to good effect. We got a turn here where we can just set ourselves up really well. I don't think I want to get a desert here. I think I just want to get a basic land. That way I can 6 this. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and Brimstone Roundup, because then casting the Silver Deputy second tells us what we want to do, gives us a mercenary, also gets an Iron Fist punch in. We don't care about that. It kind of doesn't matter anyway, because we're going to go and get a mountain. Yep. Put it on top. Then here I do like doing the deputy thing. He probably blocks here, I think, and that's not great for us, but I think we kill the bigger thing. Don't like that, but I think that was the right thing to do. Whether it will hold true as the right move, we'll find out. So he does have access to some sort of reanimation, I think, for this deck. I mean, that's you have to assume it, given that he's got the read that he had to Burrow Fiend. Maybe not, though. Maybe he wanted to and it never came together. You just never really know for sure. Until they're playing chained honest red stains on you. Don't like that we're probably just going to have to give up our elemental token. Oh, or is it going to be a 7-7? It's going to be a 7-7. I thought it was going to be a 6-6. It have to be toe-to-toe against the character, but it's not. It's a 7-7. Just nice. We don't want to attack here, though. We really need to get an Ertha Joe onto this battlefield, I think. That's what we want. Opponent has a great board here. I think we can just kind of stabilize against it. I don't like tricks on this board. Tricks are just really powerful with the precise set of cards that he has in play. I don't think we go for a land with this when we play it again. And there's that honest red stain. So he's going for this guy to get another card, I think. Well, I guess he gets another card from that too because of the against Trailblazer. So yeah, that's actually the best choice for sure. Gets another card, gets this guy, which is a very good attacker. It hasn't really improved this board, but it improved his potential by giving him the extra card. And that's really, when you're playing this deck that he is playing and you've got the honest red stains, that's the game that you're playing. You're basically playing an attrition match. We have access to 7 mana, so we can make both Kek Tarantula and Silver Deputy. And I do think I was correct in saying I should not go get a land here. We'll get a Mercenary 2 for doing this, and we'll also punch for 2, and we'll get the Scry. This is really good here. I think we're going to plot it. So we can get a Mercenary from it on a future turn. And I don't even think we're going to play our Gila Courser, because on this board it doesn't change the proposition much. At least not yet. Not until we have access to something that gives our team trample. My path here is definitely something along to getting a double spell. The scry on this is no joke. Like, that's one of the things that makes it ever so more powerful. We can't handle him getting to continually draw extra cards though and play good things. You know, Spywoods Paladin, Giant Beaver, these are good things. Stinger Bacteria, that's a real problem. Although it's weird, when you're playing this kind of draw things deck, Stinger Terror doesn't usually hit its full potential, but like it's a long game card. I remember I used to just get a ton of these. Like my first dress, I think they were all recorded here too. I would get two in every deck that I drafted for a little minute. Maybe I didn't record one of them, but it's a card that I got a lot and was admittedly underwhelmed by a lot. Although it won its fair share of matches too. It's one of those weird file it under not as good as it looks cards. Spends a lot of time as, you know, just a 4/4. If you've got a deck that tries to do what his deck is doing, at least. So one of the things that hurts my deck, I think, is that it's missing any sort of card draw stuff. Oh, that was brutal. What all did he kill there? Oh, he got... What? So he got rid of Silver Deputy, Crimson Run-Up, and Mystical Tether. Yeah, that's decent. And he got to make a ton of freaking tokens. Does he have a... He has a Grizzly. He messed up, I think, here. No, well, he's got a lot of attacking happening here. So I think it's really important to get rid of the Trampler. I think it's really important to get rid of this Trampler. It's really important to get rid of the Flyer. And then just get in the way of other things. So we're taking 6, 10, and that hurts, especially with all of these tokens on the table. But these guys are all living. I think he really did a good thing there with this attack. Oh, I did my math wrong. Oh yeah, because Red Stain was coming along. So we get our Ertha Joe now, and I think it might just be a little too late. We're going to go ahead and stick things out on the board because we really must have blockers here. Does this give vigilance? Yeah, that's great. It gives vigilance. So we do have a spot where we can attack with this. I think we can just attack because we've got vigilance. I don't like that he can just stick things in front of this, but I don't see how we have any other choice. And he didn't stick enough things to kill my guys, but I still think he's got enough of a board to go around my guys. This is a very broad board, but he has 11 total attackers against my 8 total blockers. So he's getting at least 3 damage through if he taps everything aside, and if he's got some sort of effect like an Alpha Strike effect that gives his whole team little bonuses, then we're just in a whole heap of trouble. But barring that, it's not a terrible board state. You know, 1 +3 +3 means he can attack with the whole team, and one of these pests that gets through will punch for enough damage. But he also has to recognize that he has that. Oh, wow. This is another card, Rise of the Varmints. I've never had this actually, I don't think I've ever had it actually be a thing that has won me a game, but right here, like, I don't think there's any answer I could have other than something that does just like a pyroclasm type effect. That stuff exists in this format, but me playing a Prosperity Tycoon is not going to be enough. And that's, you know, that's all I have to bear right here. Yeah, I don't see how it's coming together. If I had a way to get trample, maybe, but the other thing that happens here is if I did have a way to get trample, he's got enough material, especially with these pest tokens gaining him life. He's got enough material that he can put guys in front of tramplers all day long. So really, it's just he just passes the turn to me and just knows that he's going to be able to strike for all of the damage that he needs the next turn. So one thing I have going for me is I do have a good attack with the courser because I can make it a 6 first. But in a weird way, it's also not a good attack because, I mean, I'm not blocking his next attack no matter what anyway, because he's got just too many things. Yeah, he's just got too many things coming my way. Small chance that he doesn't realize that he can do that, though. There are times, definitely, and I've been someone that has been guilty of this too. There are times when you've got such a wide board that there's just so much material out there that you don't realize, oh, hey, I can actually just turn them all sideways and I just win. But I don't think that this guy is going to think that because he did that attack earlier that was like that. You don't do an attack like that unless your plan is to go around when the game ends. Part of what was going on there is he knew that every card he traded was going to power up Rise of the Varmints. So he must have already had both Pest Infestation and Rise of the Varmints in hand at the time. I think that might be the mistake that I've made with Rise of the Varmints, is that I always want to plot it. And when you plot it, they always know it's coming, and it gives them a 2-turn warning instead of a 1-turn warning. What's going to happen here? There's Proof and Indestructible. What's that guy even do? Dang. I don't even remember seeing this card before. That's nuts. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature token you control. That's bonkers. And he saw it, so I could go through the motions there and block, but it doesn't matter because there were enough of these little tokens coming that even if I blocked beneficially, plus all of his big guys got indestructible, so there was just no positive way through that. That was a cool deck from my opponent. I like that one a lot. That game state was unwinnable for me, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what version of things. I mean, I guess if what I had gotten with the Gila monster was exactly Mystical Tether. I did have 3 of them in the deck. 2 of them left because I had cast one already. But I'd gotten exactly that. I think that would have been pretty good because then I could have removed 2 of his things at instant speed, and I had enough mana to do that. I still don't think that matters. Yeah, I still don't think that matters. He had just had great numbers there. This is a real risky keep, especially since I'm on the play. But I think the upside is high enough that I'm going to do it. Because if I get that forest, like it is a great start. Forest. It's good that we can get rid of this, but we're going to be behind this match because, assuming that the opponent has their 3rd land, which they should, we're always going to be a turn behind, despite starting the game on the play. Super important that we get rid of Wily Duke here. Although alone he's not going to do his thing. If he just plays him out, even if he just decides to play him out and saddle it up immediately, not even attack, that's just a great turn for him. We got to get our mana going here. We got to get Ertha Joe in play, I think. So we're going to go ahead and search for a forest. Feels right. It doesn't put us ahead, but it does kind of get us back on par with the opponent. We're going to have to take a smack from the Spellman's Paladin. It sucks because he's going to have a fight spell for sure. We just have to do this. You don't play this particular deck and not have some sort of kill spell. He could be looking at white for his removal. Interesting. Huh. Can't block. I mean, we could block, but there's no real point to it. We actually really get hosed there if he did have like the bite spell. Shredder Commander was interesting. Not particularly good though. Not on this board. Attack with a Giant Ertha Joe. If he double blocks, I at least get to 2 for 1 him. Sucks because he probably has on his sword stain. I do think we go ahead and block Spellman's Paladin with the Prosperity Tycoon. It's not great. Hey look, there it is. Called it. Oh, Shepherd of the Clouds. Oh, this is just a cool deck. He got all the really sweet combo guys. Ooh, that's brutal. Now he's just showing off. Four damage in the sky is enough to just win. Yeah, I don't think we've got any plays here. Oh, there's Calamity. Yeah, we got nothing. Good game from the opponent there. That's just a solid deck and very bad keep for me. So we learned a lesson this time around. It was do not take a risky keep like that, because you don't want to be starting out your game saying, if things go really well for me, this will be good. Like, it should be clear that you have a good hand or you don't. Don't waste time with the maybes of the format, of whatever game you're playing. Keep sure bets, not maybes. Alright, there we go. Well, I think it was a really great deck. Not like an A+ deck or anything, but it did its job. I would have been happier if it had got at least one more win. But yeah, that's the way it goes. See you back the next time. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kermit the Streamer, and hope you're having a good time doing your own arena drafting. Goodbye.